What happens when you decide to watch every horror movie in every horror franchise for the modern era? You start to reevaluate your life decisions. That's what happens. But we did it anyways, with the goal of pitting every franchise up against each other to once and for all determine which franchise is the king or queen of all horror franchises. The only rule we have is that the franchise must have at least 5 movies. It must of course be horror related, and it has to be from the 80s or more recent. Franchises that start out in the 70s, but mainly goes through the 80s and newer counts. Next franchise out is probably the franchise that has the most divided fanbase out there, Resident Evil. Based on one of the, if not the most popular horror game franchises out there. This series went its own way and carved a new path through 6 movies that ended with becoming one of the most controversial horror franchises in recent times. But the question is, was this franchise any good? Let's find out as we start where it all began, with Resident Evil.
No.
I was about to say something, but yeah, I know you didn't like this one at all.
No. The thing is, let's just get that out of the way though, like where we're coming from now, because I'm coming from the love of the Resident Evil games. I grew up with them, I love them. You had...
I've never played them myself, because like you said, I'm a pussy.
You're a pussy!
But I do know of the games, and I've seen a lot of gameplay, okay? So don't take me as some idiot who doesn't know that the game means stuff, yeah. But when I went into this franchise, I tried to go in with an open mind though, if you think about it.
I have a problem with that.
Anyways, so for me, this movie wasn't too bad because, like we've talked about, this is a movie with the new made-up character, Alice, and so what?
Made up.
So this is basically an introduction to a new character, Alice.
Yeah, and I'm gonna start off reasonable because I'm gonna be unreasonable eventually.
You mean all throughout?
Yeah, I get it that they made a new character, because you could like say that what's the fucking point of making a new character, because the Resident Evil franchise or the lore has so many cool characters.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, if you think about the games, yeah, Resident Evil 1 has Chris, Jill. The second one has Leon, blah blah blah, and then it goes on. So like, I get that they, spoiler alert from games from the 90s, fucking hell, pay attention people. So I get that they want one character to be like the common like character throughout the entire franchise. So I get it, it makes sense. I still fucking hate it.
But I think that even if they made one character be the main character throughout the whole franchise, they could have chose somebody else like Chris.
Yeah, they could, because I just realized they don't fucking do the stories of the games anyway. So they could have just had one of the characters be the one we follow through the game. No, through the movie, and it could like meet up with other characters. I don't know, what the fuck are you doing? You wanna fight? Ah! But then again, I get why they did it, but it still fucking sucks. And I'm just gonna say it, this isn't Resident Evil.
Okay.
This isn't Resident Evil. This is not Resident Evil. Yes. So the thing is, if you remove the name of the movie, if you remove Umbrella, because you can just make it White Crab Corporation, and then you have the T virus. Change that into the G-string virus, and then make a new title for the movie, Revenge of the G-string. You have nothing to do with the Resident Evil lore. There's no, and this is fucking risky. You bring in none of the characters that we know
They brought
in the
Red
movie.
Queen.
Oh Lord, give me strength. It's so risky, and I don't think it pays off. But like, this movie has nothing to do with Resident Evil other than it has zombies. Because okay, I'm gonna say, when I saw this movie for the first time, I was super stoked. I had seen the trailers though, so I wasn't that stoked. It starts off with the outbreak. Cool. Then you see Alice waking up naked. Not cool. And then you realize she wakes up in a mansion. Cool. So, for the first 10 minutes, I was like, this is exciting. But then it just went downhill. Yeah. And from that point, it's just laboratories, white walls, zombies, sci-fi, bullshit. And I fucking hate it. I hate this movie. But it's okay. It's a decent movie. But I fucking hate it. But it's okay.
Okay. Okay. I did not mind this movie.
No, you didn't.
No.
And that makes you fucking weird.
Like I said, we all know that this is a movie to introduce Alice,
Yeah.
who is a new character to Resident Evil.
Sucks.
She's okay in this one.
Oh, in
Didn't
this
really
one.
dig the red dress, even though it's like everybody's favorite. I feel like it could have been better.
Yeah.
But I wish that they would have shown more epic scenes, or like how I told you, I wish they would have done something like the Doom, where they were like Doom, where they were like throw a gun.
That makes no sense.
Why?
So okay, I get it what you mean about Doom, because Doom had the sequence with like, because Doom is a first-person shooter. They did the scene. Honestly, the first time I saw it, I was like, yeah. But it wasn't that cool. But Resident Evil, if you think about like the games, they have fixed camera angles and what you call tank controls, which are like horrible controls. So which means that you move around like this, and then you run forward. How what you said makes no sense. That's what I was trying to get at. So I did say okay, so I did say that this doesn't have like anything to do with Resident Evil. Okay, they do mention Nemesis at the end of this, at the Nemesis program, and also as far as I understood, because I don't remember this, but William Birkin is supposed to be in this movie. I think it's just like a cameo or something. And he was played by Jason Isaacs. And you know Jason Isaacs from Harry Potter. He played like Lucius Malfoy. Famous for his line, Potter!
Potter! I'm a pro.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, so it doesn't mention some here and there, but like, overall, what a fucking weird start of a franchise. And one other thing, because I'm just going to mention this now because this is going to grow as we go. At this point of filming, Mila Jovovich, which is the main character Alice, and Paul W. Anderson, I think his name is, which he's the writer and director. They were not a couple at this point, but I think they were engaged 1 year after this movie. So he had his dirty, stinking, nasty eyes on her at this point.
That started the obsession.
That started the unhealthy obsession that's gonna just be with us through the movies. I'm just gonna mention this because we're gonna get somewhere with this. But yeah, that's all I had to say about this one. It sucks, but it's okay.
Now I wanted to talk about my favorite scene though. That like I mentioned earlier, it made my butt clench. Like And it's where they are all stuck in the elevator after the Red Queen shuts everything down, basically, and gasses everybody to sleep. But the one gasses everybody to sleep. Fall asleep, or they didn't get gassed.
When you said gassed people to sleep, that's how I fall asleep every single night.
So, it's the part where they try to get out and they like push the elevators open as big as they can.
What the fuck are you doing?
It's almost like me opening my butt cheeks.
Okay. Wow.
Because okay.
Yeah.
Let me get to that point, okay?
Yeah.
So they slowly open the elevator. Imagine this being your butt cheeks being opened, okay?
Yeah.
Because she goes, oh, I think I could fit through that.
I did not see that coming. Oh, no one has ever said that to me before. Wow, my head hurts.
Okay. So she,
Wow.
so she puts her head in.
Your metaphor doesn't work, babe. You can't use that metaphor for what you're describing now.
Okay, I'm sorry, but yeah.
No butts. No butt cheeks. Elevator door.
Oh.
If not, we're never gonna get through this.
Okay, fine, but she. So she has her head sticking out, right?
Let's forget what you said. Elevator doors,
okay.
her head is sticking out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the elevator slowly, it goes down really fast.
Yeah.
To where she, it freaked her out, and literally my ass clenched.
Yeah.
Like that. Because I got
That's a
so
nice
scared,
sound effect.
okay? I got so scared. But she looks up and she's like begging them, like, get me out of here, get me out of here, get me out of here. And the elevator goes up, and it just cuts and goes to the next scene. And oh my god, was I freaking terrified.
But isn't that like a scene you would see in any action movie?
No?
Okay, I was wrong then. Yeah, no, but I don't really have any favorites. I do remember the first time I saw this, like, yeah, the laser grid scene was cool, but yeah. I'm over it at this point.
Really?
Yeah, so yeah. No, I'm out of words. I don't have anything else to say.
Okay, me neither.